Hey there. You know those little habits and quirks we all have? The things we just kind of brush off as random parts of our personality? Well, what if I told you they're not random at all? Today we're going to decode the secret psychology behind our most common behaviors.
I mean, have you ever really wondered why you're always 15 minutes late no matter how hard you try? Or why making small talk feels like, well, actual torture? Here's the thing. These aren't just personality flaws you need to fix. They're signals. And that's the crucial point. These habits are a direct blueprint to your inner world. They reveal how you think, how you connect with people, and how you cope with the chaos of life. So let's start with what's going on inside your head.
First up, your secret inner world. This is all about the unique way your brain processes information, from the way you overthink to the real power of silence.
Okay, so let's talk about overthinking. Because it turns out not all overthinking is created equal. Most of us get stuck on this hamster wheel of worry, right? The same anxiety loop playing over and over. But for some people, overthinking is actually a strategic tool. They're not just worrying, they're playing mental chess, running these complex simulations for every possible outcome. It's less about anxiety and more about a very detailed strategy for success.
And all that deep thinking brings us to the silent observer. You know this person. They're the one in the group who hasn't said much, but you just know they've already picked up on everything. The subtle power dynamics, the unspoken tensions. Their silence isn't shyness. Their brain is just a high-speed processor for emotional data, catching all the little things the rest of us completely miss.
Now let's talk about a habit a lot of us have, talking to yourself. We might feel a little weird about it, but get this, it's actually a cognitive superpower. Seriously. Research shows that people who talk themselves through a task can find an object like their keys up to 50% faster. You're not going crazy, you're just using your voice as a targeting system for your brain.
And this quote just captures it perfectly. When you speak your thoughts out loud, you're creating order from all the chaos in your head. You basically become both the presenter and the board of directors, turning a jumbled mess into a problem you can actually solve.
So how does this inner world translate to our social lives? Well, our thought patterns directly shape how we connect, or, choose not to connect with the people all around us.
If you've ever felt your soul just leave your body when someone asks about the weather, this one's for you. For some people, it's because their brain is just wired for depth, and small talk feels like empty calories. For others, it's just exhausting, a total performance. And for many, it just feels, well, fake, like you're being forced to read from a social script you never agreed to.
Now let's talk about being late. Let me introduce you to the secret dreader. This person isn't late because they can't manage time. Nope, they're late because some part of them really doesn't want to go to whatever it is. The lateness isn't the problem, it's just a symptom of something bigger, like social anxiety or just regretting saying yes.
This quote nails the mechanism here. All of a sudden, they just have to answer that one last email, where they suddenly feel exhausted, or they just plain forget until the last possible second. Their mind is literally creating roadblocks to protect them from something they wish they could avoid.
And what about that person who always seems so calm in a crisis? Well, not all calm is the same. You've got the calm faker. They're like a duck, totally serene on the surface but paddling like crazy underneath. It's an exhausting performance. But then you have the numb survivor. They're calm because, honestly, they've already been through hell. Their peace isn't zen. It's heavy armor, built from battles most of us will never see. So this leads us straight into our physical world. How we manage our personal space is a really powerful reflection of our need to manage all that internal chaos.
So what's really driving minimalism? A lot of the time, it's not about hating stuff. It's about a brain that feels totally overwhelmed by the world and is just craving some control. Physical clutter literally fights for your attention. Every single thing you own is asking a silent question. By removing those objects, you're silencing the questions and getting back precious mental energy.
And there's a real biological reason for this. When you clean or organize your space, your brain releases dopamine and lowers the stress hormone cortisol. That feeling of relief you get, it's not just in your head, it's a real chemical shift happening. You're basically using your environment to change your internal state, from overwhelmed to capable. It's self-care in real time.
This same need for sanctuary explains why some people really dislike having guests over. It's not that they're antisocial. For them, home is the one place where they can finally drop the performance. It's their emotional reset button. A guest, even a friend, can disrupt that sanctuary and force the social mask to go right back on.
So let's put all this together. Once you start to see these patterns, it really changes how you see everyone, including yourself. It's like a brand new lens for empathy. Here's a quick breakdown. When you see someone who's always late, maybe they're not being disrespectful, maybe they're just avoiding something. The person who can't stop organizing, they might just be craving control in a chaotic world. And the one who hates small talk, they might just be allergic to anything that isn't real and authentic.
And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. This isn't about judging people or slapping labels on them. It's a tool for compassion. It helps you look past a frustrating habit and see the human story, the hidden need or the hidden fear that's really driving it all.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Whether it's by organizing a single drawer, or choosing silence over small talk, or just speaking your thoughts out loud to make sense of them, we all have the power to create our own sense of internal peace. We just have to listen to what our minds are asking for.
So, I'll turn the question back to you. After hearing all this, what story are your own habits telling? What is your inner world trying to communicate? Understanding that, well, that's the first step to a much more intentional life. Thanks for tuning in.